What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Slasher44, and today we are doing a versus video because it is Monday, and that's what we do on Mondays. We make versus videos where we put two guns head to head to see which one is better. So last time you guys gave me some advice because I did the ASM one versus the Bal. You guys like to see guns of the same class, so either assault rifles or some machine guns, but just in the same class. And more often than not, you guys said you wanted to see variants more than you wanted to see just base weapons. So this week we are doing the Bal-27 Inferno versus the Obsidian Steed. Both very, very good weapons. So no matter who wins this one, if you have either of these weapons, you can do very, very good with both. So this gameplay isn't with either of those weapons. It's just with the base Bal, because then you don't know who's going to win by the end of the video. And on top of that, I actually got this gameplay when I was playing with subscribers. If you want to play with me, the best way to do so is follow me on Twitter, and then I'll tweet out whenever I'm playing with subscribers, and we can get a good party together and play some games. But let's get into this. Let's decide which one of these weapons is better. So the first thing we're actually going to look at is the time to kill. Normally I did that last in most of the videos, but this one's really, really interesting. So the time to kill for both of these weapons is very, very good. It's under 0.2 seconds, but the Bal Inferno is actually better than the Obsidian Steed. It's better by 0.07 seconds, so that's really, really good. And that kind of took me by surprise. I thought, because I'm going to tell you right away that I enjoy the Obsidian Steed a lot more than I enjoy the Inferno. So seeing that was actually quite the surprise to me, but it kind of made sense. But because of that time to kill, we are going to give the Inferno plus 10 points. Now, another thing to look at, we got to figure out why that the time to kill is so much better for the Inferno, and it comes down to is simply the fire rate. The fire rate for the Inferno is huge. It's 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 fire rate for an assault rifle, which is absolutely insane compared to the Obsidian Steed. The Obsidian Steed is 750. So because of that, we're going to give the Inferno another 10 points, and that brings it to a 10-point lead. Now, looking at the other stats for the Obsidian Steed, you can see that the hip spread is up by 10%, and the view kick is up by 10%. So two things that are bad there, whereas the Inferno is the hip spread is a minus 20%. So no bad stats with the view kick or the hip spread, just very, very good stats with the hip spread, which makes the thing a beast up close. So adding that extreme fire rate and adding that minimized hip spread makes so that this gun is just a beast up close. So for that, we're going to give the Bal Inferno another 10 points. So it is up to 30-0. Now, let's start looking at why the Obsidian Steed is considered to be so good by so many people. One of the huge things is that if we look at the aim down sights time, it's actually improved for the Obsidian Steed. It goes down to 225. Whereas for the Inferno, it's 325. So almost 100 millisecond difference there, which is absolutely huge. It's definitely noticeable. Definitely noticeable. So for that, we're going to give the Obsidian Steed plus 10 points. And the one thing that we have not looked at yet is the damage. So the damage for the Obsidian Steed is absolutely huge. So normally for any Bal, you're looking at 34 up close, 33 at mid-range, and 24 at long range, which adds up to a 3 to a 5 bullet kill, which is really good to begin with. But if we go ahead and look at the Obsidian Steed's damage, it's 34 up close, 34 at mid-range, and 25 at long range, which makes it a 3 to a 4 bullet kill, which drops down the bullets to kill at mid-range and long range. That is absolutely huge. There's not many guns in this game that improve at both mid and long range. So that's absolutely huge. We're going to give the Obsidian Steed 20 points for that. So that means we are at a deadlock here. They are both tied at 30 points, and we have to decide which one of these is better. I've told you already that I enjoy the Obsidian Steed more, but we got to come up with a reason why it's better, and here's what we're going to say. So there's a couple ways to look at this. First of all, the fire rate for the Inferno, yes, it's great at 1,000, but there's this thing in Call of Duty called frame rounding, and basically what it is your fire rate changes based on the frames per second that you are getting, and unfortunately, when you are playing on a console, the frames per second you're getting is pretty much always 60, unless you're getting some lag. And unfortunately, because of that, the fire rate for the Inferno actually rounds down to about 900. On top of that, the formula I have for time to kill actually doesn't really take into effect bullets to kill as well as it should. And because of this, if you take these two things into account and do another calculation for time to kill, it actually makes it so the Obsidian Steeds is better, and it's simply because of the damage increase. And because of that, just barely, we are going to give the win to the Obsidian Steed, giving it 1 more point. So it's 31-30. The Obsidian Steed wins. But I want to hear which one is your favorite. Do you prefer the Inferno? Do you prefer the Obsidian Steed? Do you have both? That kind of thing. Leave that in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit me up with a like rating so more and more people can find this video. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, peace out.